D is for defense, but it's also for disappointing, depressing, disheartening, and dare I even say, disgusting. So let's commiserate and deliberate on how many more D's apply up next with your three down bros. Leo's Legion, the three down bros are here, and are we definitely down after last night's game? D also goes for down the drain, which looks like the season is about to head there if some defense don't get better. Tell you what, let's go off with our high level thoughts to start with. We go with Roland.
Yeah, actually, before I do that, I just want to welcome all of our viewers. Thanks for joining us today. It's not our normal schedule because the game was on a Sunday, but I appreciate you joining us. And yeah, I think a lot of you are probably equally upset as we are. So hopefully tonight we'll be able to kind of drill down a bit, and yeah, we can commiserate together. But high level thoughts, man. For me, the biggest thing was the D just did not live up to what it needed to do. We needed to make a stop, and they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop Bo Levi Mitchell. The D, the secondary was just being cut apart by Bo Levi Mitchell, and we couldn't apply any pressure at all on the D line. So that was to me a complete failure. I'll leave more comments for later, but let's go to Arthur.
I think offensively they did some good things, and they got off to a good early lead, which is great. Caused more turnovers, +2 in the giveaway takeaway. Another great sign, and things were looking good. On Hamilton's third turnover, the fumble, and then BC was able to pound it in for a touchdown, up by 10 with 6 minutes to go. And the defense, starting the fourth quarter, was starting to stiffen. Just like the previous game against Saskatchewan was up 3 scores. But the BC Lions defense finally stiffened in the fourth quarter, right? To kind of make it a six-point contest. I know it was like all score fix. So that was a positive thing. And then I was starting to feel like, okay, 10 points, 6 minutes left. I think we're almost there. We're good. I think we're good. There. I think we're good.
I was still very nervous at that point.
Well, yeah, because on defense couldn't. But then I saw the defense was starting to stiffen. They had they had 2 or 3 punts in a row, Hamilton, right? But that's probably when Hamilton got going. They got some fortunate calls as well, and BC went to a prevent defense, and that's what happened. No adjustments on that prevent. I think it was the first touchdown that was allowed, and that was a kind of a post, and that's I think it spooked the defense, right? I mean,
I felt that they were playing prevent defense the whole game.
Okay, if that's prevent defense, they should not let O'Leary or Orange River guy score that touchdown to make it a 3-point game. Because that was a dart, and it was a beautiful ball, right? So they tried to do an intermediate zone there, and they got beat deep, right? To make it a three-point game. So they did switch it up. It seemed like they were just in perpetual zone defense, but they got beat there. They just said, okay, I think when they were up by 3, they just went to a deep zone. So I don't know. I mean, they should have done some adjustments. We all said that, but
yeah,
we have a whole bunch of comments.
Okay, so, let me go through some of the comments first. So Daniel, hey Daniel, he says, hey guys, I don't know what to say. This team needs a major shakeup. I think Greg would heartily agree with that. Wayne says, I think the defense let the team down with that prevent defense. He said earlier that it was a disappointing game, but he was cheering for the Lions. So I appreciate that, Wayne.
I said somewhere, sometime during the prep week, after watching all the game film on the Ticats, watching their tendencies, seeing what they like to do, I will agree with Arthur. They did whatever they had to do to take Lawler away. But somewhere, the defensive coordinator, the man who has the final say before the head coach, who brings the game plan to the head coach, says this defensive scheme will work. Now, Arthur's key to the game was do not give up the big chunk plays. Roland's key to the game was pressure on Bo Levi. My key to the game was aggressive, controlled aggression by the secondary. Not one of those things happened. We didn't see any of that happen. The chunk plays, hey, when you're starting at midfield because the special teams can't cover, 5 chunk plays, it's a field goal or they're in the end zone. We talked about it as a group before the game. We needed, what did we say, Arthur? A minimum buffer of 2 majors against Bo Levi's offense?
Yeah.
And that wasn't even enough. 10 was what? A major and a half, let's call it, with 6 minutes left. But you gave up that pass over and over and over. And we screamed last year that we need to do something different. We need to make adjustments on the fly in the game. RP's not making adjustments. RP's not making adjustments. Do you know how many people out there in Lion Forum land are calling for Benavides' head and they want RP back? Well, RP was no better. Same crap, different pile. What does Roland call it? Insanity, trying to get the different results with the same input. Well, 20-yard cushion in a zone, giving up 15 yards. I mean, Lord, we get him in a loss because of a procedure calls. 1st and 15. First play, they get it back because we back up 25 yards to give them a cushion.
Yeah, we're just giving them first downs. We're just giving them first downs. We're taking everything away, but then we're giving them first downs anyway. So
I don't think they earned that game. We gave Hamilton that game. They didn't earn it. Yeah, Bo Levi had to throw the ball. Hamilton had to make their plays, but we did not make it difficult on them whatsoever.
All right. Let's. You're DC, right? You're defensive coordinator. The Lions are the worst team against the rush. Against the run, okay? And you have young DBs back there. Kent's in his 2nd year. Carter's in his 1st year. Blaylock is his 1st game, right? Bulio's in his... Yeah, and Bulio's in his 2nd year. So are you going to let these guys go one-on-one with Kenny Lawler? I'm just going to ask you guys this question. Are you going to let him go man-to-man with Kenny Lawler?
We got Gary Peters. You forgot Gary Peters.
Okay, you're gonna let Gary? You gonna let any one of these 5 go one-on-one with Kenny Lawler?
If you have to, yeah. And you scheme it up that you can get some help when the help is needed. Disguise the help.
Disguise the help, but basically, then it's not man-on-man. I mean, you're disguising the help, right? So what do? You can only take away so many things, right? They're taking away the run. I'm not supporting or defending the DC, but from reading through the lines, what like Betts was saying, what Buck Pierce was saying after the game, if I'm reading through the lines, they wanted to shut down the run. They wanted to shut down the run.
And Lawler.
They wanted to take away the deep ball to Lawler.
Yeah.
They pretty much did that. But of course, I know I'm not dumb.
Not good enough.
They gave up the middle of the field, but true. But you have to take away something, right? So the pass rush, like Betts goes, well, yeah, maybe we should try to pressure the quarterback, but we're trying to take away the run.
Is that what Betts said, or are you paraphrasing?
Paraphrasing, right? But I mean, an obvious passing down, and the running back is no longer in the backfield. Then you're supposed to like rush the quarterback. But how many times did Paul Levi probably rushed 3 times for first downs, right? 3 times he's got out of the backfield and rushed for first down. So you got to take away something. You have to take away something. If you take away something, the personnel on defense or the scheme is not good enough. So you have to like cater to your big weaknesses. And I think they did that. Of course, they gave up the middle of the field against inferior quarterbacks like Edmonton fans. And like in Edmonton, those quarterbacks can't couldn't find those receivers
That were
10
wide
yards
open.
downfield.
Yeah.
They just missed the ball, right?
I mean,
But Bo Levi hit him
I
consistently.
I hear you. I understand the facts, but like Calgary, right? They've got like half the team's new, right?
Oh, yeah.
When they played Hamilton, they beat them 38-26. I'm just looking at the stats of that game.
And
they
they got
limited
pressure with 4 men.
Yeah, they limited their rushing. Hamilton only had 47 yards. Second downs, like 7 out of 23 second downs for Hamilton.
What week was that?
That was week 1.
Week 1.
Yeah, but
Okay, so week 1, I mean...
Yeah, but week 1. So it was week 1 for
let
Calgary
me
too.
throw this out for Arthur.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
it's they don't like Hamilton doesn't have a read on the BC defense, right?
Yeah,
Hamilton does have a much better read on BC defense.
Everybody's
I-
got to read on the BC defense.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I think the defense play calling still, it's fair to call it out because
Well, I'm just saying,
Let me
hey,
throw this
just
out to Arthur here.
yeah.
Now you're saying, okay, so we have whatever weaknesses we have,
Yep.
so we got to take away certain things, but it was at too great a sacrifice to the rest.
It was
Fair?
a big sacrifice. Oh
Okay.
yeah, for sure. I'm not
So,
saying I'm not
let's-
excusing the DC.
No.
Yeah,
But let's
yeah,
go-
I'm not
let's go-
excusing it. Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go back. So we're trying to figure out what the heck's going on to help the fans figure out, because everybody's trying to put a finger on something.
Yeah.
Not point, put a finger on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's go back last year. Jordan McSimmick was supposed to be the upcoming offensive guru, as well as RP was the upcoming defensive guru. That was all bandied about in the media world, bandied about with Lions media, within whatever. Defenses and offenses figured out both of those units like that. Now we get Buck Pierce, the offensive guru of Winnipeg. Now he comes here. Defenses have figured out his offense. Now, granted, I am 100% in agreement with Arthur. 33 points should have won you that game. In the CFL, 33 points is more than adequate. Yeah, but you shouldn't be giving up 14 in the last, what was it, 6 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
that was
So we've made the changes that people have asked for, right? We've got a better offensive mind in Buck because look what he did with Winnipeg. Is it now the plan that is it Benny and RP, which I personally think the game has passed them by, their style of D, because all these new offensive minds that are in the CFL, you look, is Calgary's offensive coordinator a first year guy? I believe so.
Not sure. I'm not sure.
But anyway, my point being is, if it's the scheme, okay, there's got to be other schemes that you can come up with to not expose your underbelly that way.
okay. Let me
But is
read
it the
some
horses.
let me
Sure.
read some comments. So Wayne says the defense was too focused on Lawler, so Smith had a field day. I'm disappointed in Benavides. Thought he was a good DC a few years
Yeah,
ago.
2011.
Habs for life. I said so. Habs. It was great meeting you, by the way. But yeah, he says Betts was complaining to the ref early fourth quarter about being held, but I don't think it was all on the refs. Was focused on him all game. What did you guys see? Yeah, I mean,
We saw a couple holes where it was a bear hug, and then they get a whole pile of jerseys in the
yeah, I
back.
see some holes, but D linemen will get held, right? But you still got to fight through that. That I was telling the guys that, right? You got to fight through that. You got to be able to use your techniques, your hand fighting, be able to break free of the holds. So
Well,
one more from Wayne. Isn't Dave Dickinson the DC as well as head coach? Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay.
They have actually Calgary has both a new DC and an OC.
And a new, yeah.
Okay.
So Dave Dickinson's no longer their offensive play caller. So he's
Right.
only the head coach. Before he was both the OC and head coach.
Yeah, but you know one thing about like on the fourth quarter, there were that when Hamilton was moving forward, they were getting penalties like 1st and 15, right, because of a procedure or holding or something, and they get a first down, 15 yards on one play.
Because we're giving him a 25-yard cushion and then backing up as the guy as his waggle comes. We're giving now a 30-yard cushion.
Yeah, that's totally unacceptable when you have to stop them, and you give them 15 yards to get a first down on one play, like that doesn't make sense, right? Like
Now that we've calmed down a little bit, Arthur, were they also concerned with double moves?
Well, that's how they got
because
beat.
we'd get beat a lot with a double move. So, if they close too aggressive, which is why I said controlled aggression before the game, they close on that ball. Now it's a hook and go, and now they're going the wrong direction, change momentum, they're beat deep, which is what you're saying.
So what? Yeah. So I mean, they got beat with a double move against Saskatchewan, and they, I think they almost got beat a couple of times, right? But I think it was Carter came back, made that incredible interception, and then maybe I think Boleva just missed another. I think missed another deep pass. So I would say I mean, we mentioned this before, maybe not tonight, but they're not playing complementary defensive football, right? If they're going to do a double move, then the pressure has to be there. The pressure's not there. Then if the pressure's nowhere near, and then Bo Levi or whoever, or Trevor Harris the week before was able to do the double move, they can do it. And the secondary guys, I mean, what do you want them to do? You want them to close on the pass, and that's a pump fake. And then like, what do you know? And then they're bass you. So without the pass rush, they have to hold back until they see the ball in the air. Then they react. So it's kind of hard. The pass rush has deteriorated in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's probably
the key thing.
That's the key thing.
Is it deteriorated, or has it just been exposed because they're up against better offensive lines?
Both, and also again, like the running attack, we're a bit porous on the run. So I think the D linemen have probably been asked to just make sure you cancel the gaps, and don't worry about attacking the quarterback.
Yeah, but that's playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And I think that's the problem. I think like the only person I saw who was playing to win was Carter with that interception.
Wow, I mean, they're playing to win.
They're playing not to lose. Look at the way the defense, the secondary. And if you're right that the D line was told, don't worry about rushing the quarterback and just canceling gas, that to me is playing to lose.
But, okay, so sorry, scheming to not win. Let's not put the players down, right?
Yeah, scheming,
the players
yes.
are told what to do, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's not like the players just automatically go into 20-yard draw. It's not automatically the D line's not attacking the quarterback. If that's what they're told to do, they're doing what they're told.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's not on the players. It's on the play
so
calling.
Let's say scheming. Not
on the
to
play calling.
win.
Like another example on.
You mean scheming not to lose? We don't ever scheme to not win. We scheme not to lose.
Another example when we had like a 3rd and 1.5, and we were around midfield, and our defense was not holding very well. An aggressive coach would have said, "Let's go for it. Keep the ball."
Which we thought Buck was.
Yeah, keep the ball and march forward and at least maybe get a field goal, right? But he punted. And then
Winnipeg marched it. Winnipeg. Sorry, old habits die hard. Hamilton marched it right back down
exactly.
the field.
So that shows me, not aggressively trying to win, but just, trying not to lose, right? Hasselai says great points. I think he's talking about what your points were, Arthur. But if Betts isn't rolling, his contract might hurt the quality of the D line.
It's a concern.
It is a concern, yeah.
It's a concern. Because we're a salary cap league, right? So it's if you have a highly paid player and they're not producing like other highly paid players on other teams, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Captain Buttershirt says Buck looked like a broken man in his post-game interview. Yeah. We were talking about it, right? Like if we are so upset, how much more for him?
He has to, I would say he is trying to keep it in.
Yeah. Because again, he's not going to lambaste anybody in media. That's got to stay within the room.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Like, okay, Greg, you're Buck. I'm telling you, you're Buck Pierce. Like,
that's high praise. Thank you, Arthur. Appreciate
your
that.
offense scored 33 points. You said it. If you're Buck Pierce, you're the head coach of this team. Who are you super upset with? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, right?
Yeah, because again, the saying, defense wins championships. I'm hard pressed to find defense to win us one game because God forbid if the offense stalls, right? We saw what
Yeah.
happened when Nate was hurt. All due respect to Mazzoli, but QB2, we didn't have the offensive horses or game or whatever then. We have to game plan around Mazzoli's abilities. So where was the defense to step up, right? Same scheme, just not as exploited as bad because, well, it was Zach's first game back and it was Trevor's first game back and or whatever it was back then. But I am throwing this one. If I'm Buck, it's close the doors and say, WTF, you better come up with something. Because again, like I said, he comes to Buck with that game plan. They as coaches said it'll work. But when you give up the same play, I don't know if there's a stat. I mean, they didn't give up the middle field. That was down the right-hand side. Sorry.
All the underneath throws.
I mean, there was a massive hole in the middle of the, middle of the field underneath.
You are on, definitely you are on the D, but you have got to, and again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but special teams is not doing it.
Let's just focus. Okay,
but yeah,
Buck Pierce.
You're going to call him out. You as the head coach are going to call out your DC and your team's coach.
Okay, so but you're not going to call him out in the post game press.
No.
So you're trying to keep it in. You look. Okay, imagine you, Greg. You're the head coach. You're on.
Greg can't keep it in. You can't imagine.
So what would you do? You'd be like this. You'd be like him, like super pissed off. Like he can't let loose, right?
No. And again, because he lets it out in the media room, then he's gonna have to stand there and answer questions.
Well, yeah,
you go, and he's got to look like he's putting it all on him because he is the guy now in town. He's got to put it all on him. And he's got to go in that room and fix it because it is his say. He's got veto power, right?
Yeah.
It's his country. He's the prez.
Well, I think as now he goes Rig Maiden. Like I mentioned, how many defensive changes were there from last year to this
Considering
year?
they said their goal was to be better against the run, right? Be better against the run. So
how many changes? Starters.
Toure, Hendricks, 2
or 3. Carter's new, Blaylock or Edwards Cooper.
Talking for their goal to stop the run.
Well, no, I'm not talking just defense and all, because the secondary got.
Q-Man says 2 changes on D.
Yeah,
so because you got
always new. Carter's new.
Awe, Deontay Williams, Carter. And, well, Blaylock is So you got minimum 5 or 6. I mean, if you're going across the whole D.
Well, okay, so Carter's new, always new, Dante Williams new, and Hendricks is new, so 4.
And Toure is new.
Okay, well, there's a rotation here, but then like Tim is there, Betts is there. I mean, if we
were
doing
new because they got rid of Mojay and went with Bolio.
I mean, Bolio's who was here last year. So, new regime comes in. How many changes can he make? So, how many changes when Buck came in? How many changes did he make from last year's squad? There was not enough turnover from last year's squad to this year's squad to completely reset the culture.
Unlike Calgary, as Roland, I'll use that as Roland.
Calgary, yeah. If we didn't think it was going to work for Calgary, but it's working.
Sometimes you need to hit the reset button, and you need to hit it harder. And then, maybe it's just the country club from Rick C carried over a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Wayne has some positive spin.
He's been into the Pilsner, I think.
I know it was a tough loss late, but I think the Lions have a good chance to finish 3rd in the West.
You just don't like Winnipeg. Wayne doesn't like Winnipeg.
That's okay.
Come on,
Wayne, that makes Wayne okay. Wayne's a good guy.
You're a good guy, Wayne. Yes. No one likes Winnipeg.
Keeman says they changed both DTs. Mike, HB, Sam, and Field. Corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what he said. 5 or 6.
Yeah, man, getting this.
That's quite a big chunk already.
Well, I mean, there's 7. If you look at, there's 7 D linemen, right? So I mean, they're doing a rotation. Mike is always halfback. Yeah, it's going to be Cooper, right? Cooper was the field corner, moved to halfback. Now, but
we're talking new additions to the roster. Right?
So yeah, so that's a transfer, and then Carter's net new on the field corner.
Carter took over for Perriman.
Took over for
and TJ Lee. But
no, JEC. He took over for Cooper as the field corner last year.
No, but I'm talking spots because again, we're talking replaced on the new to the roster, right?
Perriman was in the starter. He lost his job after 2 weeks in the beginning of the year. It was Cooper they brought in, and he played at the
Fair enough.
last half of the season into the playoffs. So Perriman was always been now like a backup, but I get your point, right? I get your point. Yeah, there's not that many for me, not that many changes to institute a culture shift.
Okay, so we've touched on two things. One, we thought, I think one of the keys was the D line was not applying pressure, couldn't apply pressure. Whether and you're saying, Arthur, it could be that was what they were asked to do.
It could be what
it could be, or it could be the players themselves aren't able to.
It's probably a bit of both.
Yeah,
a bit of both.
So that's one. The other, now you're talking about a culture in the room, because, and I kind of see that too, that culture in the room, because we've made changes to the coaching, and it's still not seeing any major improvements from last year, right?
I think we need more leaders. I mean, always a leader that's come in. We lost TJ Lee.
Yeah.
We need more leaders, more people on the defense that have done it. And we're still, I think, relatively young in defense.
Yeah. Okay,
I think maybe they need more veterans.
Yeah.
To come in.
Wayne is defending his statement about us possibly finishing third. So hate to see Zach go down, as I like him, but Winnipeg is in trouble without Collaros. Mark Booth, we talked about this after the game, guys. John Bowman was the only D coach they should have kept, now in charge of Calgary's D line. Yeah, that's a big loss. Human says, boundary half, Mike, our worst positions this year in D. Not sold on Awe. He was essentially cut from Calgary.
Oh, definitely was cut, for sure.
Captain Buttershirt says, if there are no defense prospects laced up, and if the new GM is gun shy to make a trade, then coaching is the next step.
That means he's talking, Captain Buttershirt's talking the D coach.
Yeah.
I think Benny and RP.
But CFL has an operations cap on their coaches and management, so they can only make slight adjustments.
And there's,
Yeah. I mean, if we get rid of Benny, who's.
But and here's the thing. Now you're a third of the way into the season, Arthur? Third? You agree on that?
That's right.
And you're going to bring in a new DC with a new scheme, and you're going to have to get the players used to that. And right now they're all on a bye week and a half. They're not going to be practicing for the first little while to rest up and reset, refocus, what have you. That's a tall ask to bring in a new defensive coordinator.
I think it's easier on the defensive side than the offensive side, frankly.
Offensively, chase the freaking ball, right?
No. Offensively, you need everyone in sync. Defensively, you have your assignments, right? So, and then you just need your defensive play caller to be more aggressive.
And you need you said too, within the unit, complementary within the unit.
Well, yeah, and if whether they can make trades is hard in the CFL.
Yeah.
Whether they have good talent in the practice roster they have to bring in. We talked about this before. The team was in dire need of that bye week. The last team in the CFL to get a bye week, Winnipeg had two. Like, they need this reset in the worst way. Like, they'll say, okay, maybe the coaches, right? They say, okay, let's give us some time. Let's assess what we have. They got a lot of evidence now, and they say, we got to change things.
Oh, they got evidence.
Right.
And they got to do some self-exam, too.
But sometimes
do some mirror check, too,
you're going from week to week, team to team. You don't have a lot of time, right? You don't have big staffs in the CFL, right? So it's tough.
Yeah.
So I'm not, again, this is not excusing the DC. I'm not being an apologist, right? I understand why they did what they did. Because they had, but I would have hoped for some level of variableness versus just a continual prevent. I think they dropped 4 into a deep zone. Like, to me, I'm like, okay, once in a while, maybe you do 2 in a
exactly,
deep, do a cover 2.
Like, mix it up a bit, right?
I understand, right? Like, they really wanted to take away Lawler, and they did.
Bo Levi Mitchell was not scared at all
Well,
when he got the ball. Like, he knew he can tear this defense apart. We were giving him the same looks all the time. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments. Q-Man says Sam Field corner have been upgrades. Hendricks, man, we lost out on micros.
Yeah. I agree with that, Q-Man.
Yeah. Wayne says, I feel for you guys since I went through a few years of bad football in Saskatchewan. Yeah.
Not since you've had Corey Mace, you haven't. So, boo on you, Wayne.
I like Corey Mace a lot.
Good old BC boy.
Captain Buttershirt, coming from NHL watching, didn't know limitations on mid-season trades. Thanks.
Well, it's hard to make a trade. It's salary cap.
You got caps, right? The cap
salary cap says money in, money out.
Yeah. Wayne says, by the way, my 7th decade of life. Oh, way to go, Wayne.
All right. Good job, Wayne.
Good stuff.
Way to support the CFL, Wayne.
Kieman says, staffs are big in CFL. 11 to 12 is big. Bigger than past. Okay. So compared to before, it's bigger.
Okay, well.
But I guess compared to, Arthur's always comparing to the NFL. So
we shall not mention, we shall not be mentioned on here. Come on. 3 down bros. I didn't see the 4 in there anywhere. Roland.
I'm just saying they do things better. Some of the things they do is better. Some, not everything.
More money.
Well, hey, that's, you get what you pay for.
All right. So let's
pay for with what you earn. It's tough to earn the buck up here.
Let's switch gears a little bit. Since we've been talking negative, I wanted to put in a little bit of a positive stuff on what happened in the game. So I queued up a couple plays just to kind of give us a little bit of a positive breather. So let me see. Okay, this first one. So Butler actually had a good night. And here's one of his plays.
Until it counted.
Here's one of his plays. We were 2nd and 3 on the 5-yard line. And look at that. He was untouched going in. And I guess that, do you think Hamilton was expecting a pass there and not a run?
I don't know. I think they're just maybe they're playing vanilla. They don't know, right? They're not. I don't think there's a tendency.
No, they're just.
Because he was completely untouched.
Man coverage.
Completely untouched, right? So
you have 7 on the offensive line for the Lions. And
yeah,
you have 7 in the box for Hamilton.
The guard takes this out. The center takes this linebacker out. The guard takes this out. The tackle takes this linebacker out, and this extra guy takes him. And it's so Butler just runs right through here.
Yeah.
So that's Una.
Yeah, untouched.
It's because one of the because Hatcher was doing a jet sweep, so one of the linebackers was taking Hatcher.
Go back. Was it a linebacker or a halfback?
I'm not sure who's I can't
he comes
tell.
Back it a little bit more.
So Hatcher's coming. Yeah, it's
linebacker.
Yeah.
So Pearson takes the mic. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, Pearson did. Yeah.
And then he sealed up the. Is that Manning on his guy? He's sealed. Yeah, and he can't turn around in time.
So that was
good blocking. They drew it up well.
Yeah, it was good blocking. Captain Buttershirt says Butler's mom should be in the stands every game. Yes, she should. Wayne says the offense is not the problem. Yeah, it's not. We're just trying to make ourselves feel better by looking at some of these.
Well, I don't know. When you need a first down in the last couple minutes of the game and they stuffed the run because you couldn't block like you did there, Hamilton made adjustments.
They stacked the box, right? They knew BC was going to run.
Yeah.
BC was going to run the ball. They stopped the run.
Okay. Here's another feel-good play. This was the pass to Hatcher for 73 yards.
God, I wish he had 4.3 speed. I really do. But it was a great play. Brought the place alive.
He shed one block. He tried to stiff arm that guy and ended up pushing himself to the ground.
Well, no, because that guy took his hand and pushed his body because he slowed. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a smart play by him because, yeah.
But you know what? The number one rule they tell you when you're running with the ball, right? Or any race when you're running. You know what the number one rule is?
What?
Do not look back.
But he knows he doesn't have the speed.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Then
the
don't
speed.
look back. Just keep running.
He tried to stiff arm him.
Yeah, and then you lose momentum. When you turn, you're now going against your. Just
If
keep running.
if he could have held his balance, he would have scored the touchdown.
Yeah.
Because he was just shoved, right?
He did shed this first tackle.
That was just big, yeah. And it
Yeah.
slowed him down and allowed that
right.
guy to get a step back on him.
That's
And
right.
then go towards.
And of course, the ref was kind of in the way too.
What can you do?
You guys, have either of you coached them? No, you know when you're running, you run to the corners. There's a certain receiver who shall not be named on this show.
But look, how can he run to the corner? The ref is right in his
Then
way.
you run to the post.
Are you talking about this corner here? On the
Well,
left?
no, because
To
on
the
there, no.
post, you don't run in a straight line. Number one, you don't look back, and number two,
Okay, fine,
you
fine.
run.
I get it.
Sorry, I think my word's vector. Like I said, there's a receiver.
But you can't-
Very
okay.
good at that.
But in that situation, the head, he can only run straight, right?
He can run towards the goalpost a little bit,
Well, which is kind of running straight because he's
But
already
again-
on the hash.
but don't look back. Don't look back. Just
Okay,
just
fine,
run.
fair enough.
Just
fair
run.
enough. But you know
Like I
that
said.
the ref was there, right?
Then run him the over. It's a ref.
Okay, well, then,
Like I said,
then he's
there's
gonna
a-
get tackled. All right,
There's
all
a
right,
receiver
all right.
that shall not be named by this 3-down bro that was
Alright,
very good
yeah.
at running to the corner. I'll give him that.
Anyway, so I mean, it was still a good play. We ended up with a field goal, though, right on this drive, I think. Yeah, we ended up with a field goal. No, is it? Let me see.
Yeah, that's right.
17-30. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
yes.
that was-
Yeah.
Okay.
Would have been nice to hit 21.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. And then this is to me, that was the highlight of the game.
This
What's
was worth
this?
the price of admission right here.
Yeah. This was the Carter interception in the end zone.
You see the height he got on his
Yeah. This clip was blowing up on social media. Everyone's posting it. CBS posted it as well.
No, either league, man. That's just athletically incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, he's jumping forward and getting that kind of height.
Yeah, that's right. Even Bo Levi Mitchell tweeted and said, there was respect. So he got picked off and he says that was a good play.
Well, we were just hoping for a tip.
Yeah, that's what we thought from
our
our seats. I thought he was just going to tip the ball, and then when he stood up with it, I was like,
Well, you said that was a 10-point swing, right, Ro?
yeah, because they prevented the touchdown here, and then we got a field goal.
Wow, this is an unbelievable catch.
Yeah. So he was behind the receiver
But look at his height.
And
Look at
he
that. Look at that
jumps.
vertical.
and basically steals it away from the receiver. Yeah, that's
That's
amazing.
the kind of height you hope on a basketball player. That kind of vertical. But
So
man,
Dante Williams is totally beat on by O'Leary.
Yeah, but and it was Dante Williams that
Orange.
got beat on the O'Leary Orange touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
It's right. So obviously that your Sam can't cover number 4. This guy here, right? I don't know what number he is.
It's O'Leary Orange's 4.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So he can't cover him. Obviously, this is 2 deep balls. They got beat. So
Well, that was what Kelly Lockbaum, we were messaging back and forth. They exploited the cover inability of our linebackers.
yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, Williams can hit, but he can't cover.
Well, you can't. It's just hard to do everything, right?
Yeah, of course. You're not going to get that kind of linebacker for a good price, right? At a bargain price that can cover and can hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mind you, all
anyway,
the other teams' linebackers seem to be able to cover our receivers, but I'm not going to go there.
so that might be the play of the year. Like that's just
Somebody was
that
out there
amazing.
in the Lions forum land saying that they should put him as a receiver. But that kind of vertical, those kind of hands.
That's a good question because he apparently this is the second time he's done it. There's another
His college highlight reel.
yeah.
I think the Lions posted it like they split the screen.
Yeah.
They've got that highlight on top, then his college one on the bottom, and he did the same thing.
Exactly, yeah. They did it on the broadcast too, so they managed to find it in the in the broadcast, and they showed it.
The only downside is he was able to run that one back a little bit. Too bad he couldn't run this one out of the end zone all the way back. That would have just blew the roof off that place.
Yeah, Daniel says I was sitting right there when that happened.
Oh, Daniel,
you must be close to us because we're in 246, so that was like right near in front of us as well.
And I think too. I don't know if we've touched on this, but Arthur said we had 3 turnovers that game, correct?
3 takeaways.
Yeah, three
takeaways. That again, in addition to the 33 points, should be well enough to win the game.
Yes.
Oh, you're just 2 sections over.
Oh, Daniel's 248. Yeah, next game, let's see if we can say hi to each other. It'd be great to.
Okay, I'm just looking at his face. Okay.
You're gonna memorize. All right. So we go into a bye. Reset.
Refocus. Repair.
Daniel says yes, he will. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, refocus. Heal up a bit. I don't know what. We need to do something major though. Like
win a home game. I'll take that.
Next game is in Hamilton.
Yeah, in Hamilton.
Yes.
And you don't think they're licking their chops?
Oh, they're licking their chops. I mean, they're on a 5-game winning streak now.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like from a personal stats point of view, DeAndre Smith must be just like, okay, bring him on again. I can use another 185-yard game.
Well, maybe Lawler is like, how about you let me take those intermediate routes?
Yeah.
Throw me a bone once in a while, man.
Yeah. Hamilton's playing Edmonton next week, so a good chance they're gonna win in Edmonton.
But maybe Edmonton physicals them up a little bit.
Knowing what's going on this year, maybe that's the team that Edmonton beats, and everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because Hamilton and their defense did not play that well.
No.
Their defense did not play that well. I mean, they held BC. You know, it was that the drive with 2 minutes, two and change left. They held them to a 2-and-out.
Yeah.
Mind you, if you're allowed to go offside and not get called for it, I guess that kind of helps too.
Okay, yeah. I didn't queue up that play.
It's okay. It should not come down to a call. You should be able to.
Well, no,
take
but
the game. Yes, but I hear you.
Okay,
I hear you.
but I mean, if BC could have had the same thing, if it was the reverse,
yeah,
right, and then Hamilton got jobbed, and then it forced a turn, like it forced a punt. BC wins the game. So yes, it shouldn't have come down to a failed offside call or a non-call.
Yeah. But I don't get that though, because Rourke was saying that he saw someone go offside.
He didn't want to take the sack.
But he also said he saw McInnes open.
He saw McInnes open, but he just threw it to JB first.
Yeah.
And he figured if it's a free play, so whether it connects or not, it doesn't matter.
But if it's a free play, don't you want to try for a deeper?
So what they're doing now is, if there's an offensive line holding, then it's like
if it's holding, then I would go deep, because if I fail, it doesn't matter.
No, you didn't get me. If the BC Lions O-line held and got a 10-yard holding penalty.
Oh, so you think Rourke thought that it was on us?
No. If he hung on to the ball to go deep, and then the Lions O-line gets beaten, they hold.
So he can go deep. Then we get.
So then they would, So he got rid of the ball right away, so he can get the 5 yards and then be 2nd and 4.
But he said he saw McInnes open.
He saw McInnes open, but he just threw it to JB quickly,
thinking he's got a free play. Because again, if like I think Arthur's saying, if he loads up to hit McInnes deeper, there could be
McInnes was actually shorter.
Was he okay? But you're talking running around or whatever.
Yeah, so he just wanted to get rid of the ball because he saw the offside. He wanted to get rid of the ball right away. So he saw JB, he got rid of it. So no one on this team takes a penalty. Therefore, they won't get the 5 yards on the offside.
Yeah.
Which they never got anyway. But again, that's his hindsight.
The question is, And it's a play he'd like to have back.
Yeah.
Like he goes, yeah, I could have hit McInnes. Like I don't like people are like, why didn't you just hit McInnes underneath? Because if you watch the replay, McInnes was open underneath, but he was open like 3 yards, right? So, but even if they passed it to McInnes, they wouldn't have got the first down.
All right. Okay.
There's no way. McInnes was only 2 yards deep, so he would have to get through like 2 or 3 players to get the first down. I don't like his chances there.
All right. Daniel says, is there going to be a major change during the bye week? Something has to be done.
Wow. Something has to be done, but there's.
I'd like to see a major change, but.
I can't
Okay,
see
so
it.
so if you're Buck, you know you these are the guys you've put in position to be on your staff, yeah. Because he has the chance. I mean, we don't know what Ring Maiden gave him for operating parameters, but okay.
Did he have full carte blanche?
Well, that's what we don't know. But
We
okay,
don't know.
so you've removed RP, and you've promoted Benny.
Yep.
Right. Benny was special teams. You promoted him to DC, and you've kind of done RP a solid by keeping him around. So.
He was under contract for this year anyways, so whether you paid him or not,
do you as Buck say, okay, this is it? You know, like Moge's article, FIFO, fit in or right? Okay, so like now, no pun intended, but buck up, like show me you can be in this position, or there will be or heads will roll. Do you do that as well? Is that that's
so threaten Benny? To either shape up or ship out.
Shape up or ship out. Yeah.
I'll let Roland answer first. I'm ready to go, Roland. If you're not ready.
I think that would be good, because the defense was what lost us the game last night.
Like Arthur said, the deep zone, right? The big umbrella. Your corners are at 10.
The scheming. So we can debate whether the personnel could have applied pressure on their own, but definitely the scheming, lost us the game. So I would say yes. Okay, Arthur.
I don't think he has a choice. He has to stick with what he started the year with. Who are you going to bring in to be the new DC? You're going to have another. You're going to have. Are you going to demote Benny to become the linebackers coach? You upgrade a positional coach to be DC? No, you're not going to make that change.
But you can still read him the riot act, right?
So Roland, you're saying yes.
No, I mean
Arthur saying.
I don't think you don't read the. I mean, threaten. Come on. I mean,
that's just the word we threw out there.
I'm just responding to that. I don't think he threatens Benny, because then Buck's like, hey. Buck knows what's going on. I mean, Buck's not ignorant football man, right? He knows the weakness of the Lions' defense, and we don't have the horses. We don't have the horses.
But the scheming can be improved.
The scheming can be they'll be adjusted. It will be adjusted, but they don't have the horses. Okay. The bottom line is.
And Daniel says the defense lost us the last 2 games.
Can the secondary cover man on man? You guys answer yes or no. Just give as a defensive coordinator, huh? Yes, can they want man on man, no cover?
It depends depends on the caliber of receiver they're playing. That's my answer.
Okay, so Hamilton's probably the best receiving core in the league according to Farhanology.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So no, they couldn't.
Okay.
But then they were able to shut down Montreal.
That's when Mac was not playing. Phil Potts out of the lineup. Okay, so
Well, I'm just saying that's my answer. Depends on the horse.
Okay.
Right.
But
again, B-level receivers, yes, they can cover man on man
against the best receiving core in the league. All right.
No.
Okay. Can the Lions get pressure with 4 men?
Absolutely. They can't even get pressure with 5 or 6.
So okay, so you tell me, what defensive scheme can you come up with that you can pressure the quarterback by blitzing and not have your defense be in man-to-man? Please enlighten me how you can design a defensive scheme that can handle both of that and stop the run too, by the way. I'm waiting.
34.
34.
Play 34.
30 defense.
Yep. Give it a shot.
Okay.
I don't know if you have the horses. Again.
Then
we're
you're going to
trying
zone blitz. I get it. You're going to zone blitz.
We're trying to fit because again, I'm not a hockey guy, but I've said the Canucks' problem was they
Don't use a hockey analogy. It's stop football, man.
I'm just saying it's like these coaches that have a system, but they don't have the players to fit the system, yet they try to force it and it doesn't work. So we've got to know the lack of horses that we have, which is why they played the D they played. But
bottom line
doesn't work. There's got to be another scheme that you can come up with. There's not just 43 and a 30. There's other formations and other coverages you can mix in there.
Yeah. But just saying a 30 defense and having 4 linebackers, how does that help with like systemically? You need to do one. In my opinion, you need to have DBs that can cover man on man, or you need your 4 defensive linemen to get pressure on the quarterback without blitzing. If you can't do either, you're stuck. You can't rely on one or the other to bail you out.
But that's what the DC is supposed to do, right? The DC is supposed to understand the strengths and limitations of his roster.
And that's what he did by taking away the deep pass.
But that didn't work.
Obviously didn't work.
But not.
No, but then you've got to figure something else out.
Also not be one-dimensional.
Well,
right.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to mix it up. And so I hear you about coming up with the best scheme, but then sticking with that scheme even when it's not working and not making any changes.
It almost worked. It almost worked.
20-yard zone, right? You said 20-yard zone.
I'm not happy with that that zone.
So then at least you keep your umbrella defense, but bring that up to maybe
15 13. Yeah, you vary the distance down. Hey, I'm just saying. I understand the situation they're in. They don't have the horses, and I think on name wise, like even like Farhan was saying this, name wise, our defensive linemen should be doing more and better than they're showing.
Yes,
but they're not doing it.
No, that's right. You hear Covington, you hear Betts. Fair enough.
They're not doing it. So what is going on with the D line? Like I think that's what we gotta like look at the D line. Yeah. We have young DBs, right? We have young DBs. You can't like put them in man on man with Kenny Lawlers and Tim Whites and expect them to win out. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree. The priority should be on the D line because our D line is not playing up to their potential. We know they can play better,
and they're more experienced. They're more experienced, right? Yeah. We have inexperienced DBs. Except for one, Gary Peters.
Yeah. Okay, so then you take out Betts, you take out Hendricks, because this is only Tavai's first year as a starter in the rotation. Tavai was spotty last year. Tehema, okay, experience. That's 3.
So it's third year.
Yeah, okay, but that's experience,
at least,
right?
Yeah.
Nathan Cherry.
Again, multiple years, but.
But again, with regular play time.
Yeah, but been around at least longer than our DBs, right?
Yeah, been around, but again, being around and playing and not playing is no different than being a young person starting, to me.
Well, at least he's, been around. I mean,
Let me read some comments. Mark says, you guys nailed it. Defense has only looked good against Trey Ford and second stringers, lit up by Harris and Boone.
I beg to differ. Second stringers, Chris Drevler torched us. Cameron Dukes torched us.
Well, that was last year, but
that was last
I mean,
VA would have had a field day.
I do say about with Trevor was as a 5-day rest. It was tough. You played Sunday at home, in Winnipeg on Thursday.
Yeah. All right, let me read a few more. So, Hassel Life trying to make us feel a bit better with an average defense and special teams. This team has 5 wins. So, trying to think positive that this can be fixed before November when everything matters most.
So how many winnable?
If we make it to November.
How many winnable games, Greg? It's 3 now that we lost.
How many winnable? Okay, what's your question?
That were losses. That were losses. Second Winnipeg game.
Yeah, that was winnable.
The first Saskatchewan game, I guess, because we're playing Jake Mayer, right?
Yep. And
Right.
we normally have Jake Maier's number when he was in, but again, that was in Calgary. Yep.
And then the game yesterday.
yeah, that's
Winnable game, right? When we're up by 10
Oh.
with 3 minutes ago. I mean, that's a
Yep.
winnable game.
And again, 30 points in this league should be.
Yeah.
But I mean, did we steal one in Montreal?
No, I think that one I think was earned because Montreal didn't implode. But again, you're playing MBT versus Alexander. But then again, MBT is seasoned. He's a Grey Cup champion. He knows this game. He knows this league. So he's just not as dynamic.
Yeah.
But he's a good quarterback.
So if we were 6-2 or even 5-3, we feel a lot better about this team, right?
Heck, right now, if we were 4-4, I'd feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I wanted after 8
Yeah.
games.
Okay, let me read some more comments from the guys here. So, Huge Benno says soft zone defense with zero pressure in the A gap. Benavides and his dinosaur ways need to go. Maybe hire Steve Belichick as DC and bring on Bill as a consultant.
Steve Belichick.
Okay, first of all,
He
now I
says-
can say Huge Benno. You know, I thought Huge Benno was actually Mike Benavides coming onto our show, but I guess
No, it's not. Huge Benno also says also need a designated OC. Buck is in over his head.
No, I don't agree with that. Sorry. Huge. Sorry.
no, not
But-
yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Because we brought him in for his offensive mind.
we did,
right?
But he's not managing the defense well.
Well,
Unless-
he's
But that's
letting
why
his
he-
coordinator. That,
I
That's,
know,
I
but
think
he
why
needs
he
to-
promoted Benny because Benny is a little bit more experienced in RP.
yeah,
And I mean, Buck goes back with both of them, but
yeah.
yeah. And then
and hey, he was also a quarterback in Winnipeg that lost to. Dare I say a Benny defense back in 2011? But anyway,
yeah.
I mean, I agree
Benny.
with this one, Huge Benno.
He says, I don't care if Rourke thought he had a free play. Get your ass in line, make a competent read with that stakes that high. Yeah.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
around the ball, like, or you go up the A gap or B gap and you just try to get
Yeah.
you try to get 6 yards, 8
Yeah,
yards,
I
right?
agree there. I think that was
Versus just throw it up,
a
like,
bad
and it
call,
was like,
yeah.
because Verichek, like, he came over, he took out. I mean, it was obvious what the Lions were gonna do. They're gonna look for our JB out of the backfield, so that middle anchor just went right to Butler and took away that lane. So basically,
but the ball
when-
wasn't even thrown well.
it was because he threw it away. Because if he threw it right to Butler, it would have been probably been intercepted.
Yeah, or the latter was it? It
Yeah.
was close to be because I remember the whole stadium gasped when that ball went out.
Yeah,
So,
because I was like, what is he? I saw it, like, okay, they're gonna go to Butler, and then I saw the mic go to him, and I'm like, okay, he's not gonna throw it, and he threw it, and I'm like, whoa, why? I would have just run with the ball.
Yeah.
It's CFL, man.
Said Huge Benno asks, this team will never host a home playoff game. Not like it matters considering our pathetic attendance numbers.
Oh boy,
Dog and pony,
don't
dog and
don't
pony.
get Greg started.
Well, Daniel counters that, said we had 23,000 last night. Not bad for the way the team is playing. Imagine if we were on top of the West.
Yeah, we
Wouldn't
have
have mattered.
25,100 if we were on top of the
Yeah,
West.
it wouldn't have mattered.
This is Vancouver, Daniel. And as much as I love these Lions, this is the wrong city to have them in. Doman, hey, there's another D. Doman is doing his damnedest. Those are 3 positive Ds right there. Doman doing his damnedest to make this team relevant, and that is what we're trying to do as well. And it's great that we got fans like Daniel, another D, that we're trying to get this team up. And I mean, yeah, if we start winning, we're never going to get the walk-up crowd that Doman's hoping. But you know what? If we
Well,
can go 25-30, that would be awesome.
If we
That would
start
be
winning, it's gonna make a difference.
We got to win some games. At
Yeah.
home.
So
I agree.
Talents Aviation
Hey,
says, hey guys, hey
From
Talent.
Winnipeg.
Huge Benno has more comments. Surrey Leo's fan brought up the lack of grit last year. So Buck Pierce sold me like a dog during the offseason. Yet these guys are celebrating like the game is over, up 10. Yeah. We mentioned that earlier. Lack of aggression, you know, that third and
Killer
1.5 and punting.
Yep.
Huge Benno is on a roll. Fire Ryan Phillips as well. And Benavides, he and Benavides were panicking up 10 and let Hamilton score with 30 seconds.
Maybe they can hire you for Huge Benno for DC for $1 because that's all they can afford.
Justin McInnes is the next Paris Jackson. One good season, rest a total dog. and
Oh,
pony
I'm
show.
liking Huge Benno. I think he read my notes. He's been reading my
I
notes.
think McInnes needs the bye more than anyone. I think he's nursing an injury.
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
Well, we saw just even the warm-up patterns. He doesn't look
It
right.
doesn't look right. So he's just playing decoy out there.
Yeah, crowd brought some noise. Yeah, the crowd was into it.
Yeah, that last drive, it was getting loud, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote on Twitter
people were walking out too.
we were
No,
willing.
no one was walking. Only after like the touchdown was scored.
Yeah,
People
I
just,
mean
like,
the guys walking out were the ones with little kids and babies.
But
So
I'm
that-
just saying there was still good noise. I'm just saying even with people walking out, there was still good noise. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't notice anyone walking out until the last touchdown was scored. But
Hab says there was barely any Lions fans on the ferry. Huge concern.
yeah,
If we had first place, team attendance would be way up.
Habs for life in all the being on a Sunday. Yes, even though it's summertime, there are still a lot of people that are probably working, and to come over for a Sunday afternoon game and then turn around and go right
It's
back.
tough.
That's a bit of an ask.
I think Saturday game. That's why Dylan probably didn't like the Sunday gate.
Yeah. Huge Benos continuing on his rant. Shows how incompetent
He's reading
Pasquale Wally Bonham is. This guy made Benavides head coach. Yeah, that 2012 didn't
He was
work that well.
grooming Benavides, but I don't think Benavides had a command
wasn't.
of the room
Yeah,
because there is some personalities on that team.
yeah. Captain Buttershirt says Buck wants aggression, but sits at the post game like a lukewarm bowl of oats. It's yeah.
It's
like
tough,
what
man.
Art said, it's tough to face the media, and you don't want to throw your guys under the bus too.
And don't forget, this is Buck's first year as a head coach. He's never had to face the media and take all the questions. In Winnipeg, maybe if the offense sputters, he has to face some questions, but now it's all in his lap.
Yeah.
I think he's fine with it. I think he's doing.
No, I'm just saying he's not used to it, right?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
maybe-
totally.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't think he's like he. You can tell he's seething in the post game presser.
Yeah.
He's not a happy camper.
No,
He's
I'm
really
sure.
he looked really and he
'Cause
looked
he's a
really
competitor.
intense. Yeah, he was upset. He didn't look defeated. No, we've
Well-
seen Rick C in those press
Well,
conferences.
Rick C looks bewildered, but Buck, I can understand what they're saying. He sounds defeated because he's probably exhausted mentally from the game. He's probably got nothing left because Buck as a player left nothing out. Everything was out there on the field, and as a coach, he probably does the same thing. He's probably spent, and he's probably trying to process everything, be accountable to the media, and like you said, Arthur, keep his team, be accountable to his guys. Right?
Yeah, he was holding it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne says, didn't know McInnes was injured. I don't think it was publicly stated that he was injured. We're just guessing that he's.
We're speculating.
Yeah, we're guessing
based
he's
on-
injured.
Because I mean, you look at the hits he takes. As tall as he is, people go straight into his knees with that torpedo NFL American hit that I don't like. American football, sorry, not American. That torpedo hit that I do not like. But
Yeah, Wayne says McInnes never played that good in
he
Saskatchewan.
did when he played us. That's all I'm saying.
Daniel says Buck's first year. I think maybe the expectations were too high. What do you think? The biggest thing that I wanted was the change in culture, right? That aggression, toughness, physicality. Being able to go fight adversity. Those were things that needed to be built into the culture, and I don't think that's happening yet.
It's happening on offense.
I don't.
And spurts.
In spurts.
It's
don't think
but it's not consistent offense. But defense, it's
I don't think expectations were too high. I think they were misplaced because he's coming from the winning machine that is Winnipeg that chews us up and spits us out. So we expected that same. I think fans expected that same offensive output here. And like Arthur said, it's coming on offense. But again, we don't have the bully, nasty, mean O-line that Winnipeg does.
well, we don't have the defense they have.
Yeah, we don't
Let's
have
be
the
honest.
defense
We don't have
either.
the
So yeah,
defense.
again, so it's going to take more than just Buck. But I think everybody, because he's coming from Winnipeg, that's what he brought with him. The aura of that, like Roland said, the culture, the win.
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do to win, and it's not transferred here yet.
Yeah, it took some time, I'm sure, to build it up in Winnipeg, and so for him to come in here,
It's going to take some time. You need some change.
and
change.
you need players who have that attitude as well, right?
I think we're a little more urgent because we hosted a Grey Cup, we didn't even make the show.
Yeah,
Right, we can't get over the Winnipeg hump. We get beat in the playoffs when we do make the playoffs. So Buck coming in here, we should be able to get over the Winnipeg hump. No, we walk right into that Winnipeg wall again. Right,
Well, I
so
mean,
yeah.
it's misplaced. So
Huge Benno says Mike Benavides is the ghost of Wally Buono. Pascal wouldn't wear headphones. Yes, he didn't. Benny's doing little league baseball hand motions for play calls.
You don't like this?
Yeah. All right, it's 9:35, so we're kind of a little bit over time. Let's go to our next segment then. Arthur, your questions.
All right.
Ooh.
Roland, you are a proud Canadian.
Yes.
So who is your Canadian player of the game?
So I think for last night's game, I'm gonna give it to Nathan Rourke.
Yep.
So
I agree.
he had pretty good, he had a good game. 289 yards, 20 out of 27, longest 73, average 10.7.
No picks.
Yeah, no picks. So I'd give it to him.
All right. I like that choice. Greg, always looking for the little guy, the unsung person. So who is your unsung hero of the game?
My unsung hero, it's a feel-good thing for us. We talked about it. It is number 11. Not the little guy, but the old guy, the team guy, the good guy, Jeremiah Mazzoli. It had to feel good for him to get that touchdown. I do believe it was another unsung hero of mine that got him there. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But
it was.
that touchdown, he went in, and did you see the team spark the fire in those guys when he scored? And he pretty well went in on a touch too. Give him that. And I felt good for him, and I think the whole stadium and the whole team felt, it was obvious the team felt good for him. So Jeremiah Mazzoli, QB2,
Okay.
number 11.
Awesome.
And I'm having, like, I picked the big picture, big coaching decision or big management decision, kind of a high level view. And I've been having a hard time with these losses because, but I always say Buck Pierce, although there was adversity, like the flags went against the Lions again in terms of non-calls.
Yeah.
Like they were very upset that offside. Yeah, the Halatic accidental passenger interference.
Where there was no contact at all.
Yeah, and then the block in the back, like on special teams by 43, 34, but actually he got injured on the play.
Because he got blocked in the back.
Yeah, and then they called it on the Lions. So he doesn't. So I'm giving this to Buck Pierce. No excuses. The flags, they brought it up, right? They brought it up in the presser. He goes, calls are made, whatever. We got to deal with it.
Yep.
He didn't throw the DC under the bus like some people in Twitterland and even among my 3 down bros want him to do. But he didn't. And then you're not going to, like, there's nothing to be gained by throwing him under the bus at the presser.
Not publicly, yeah.
Yeah, not publicly. So he held it in. And although it may make him look
weak,
defeated. Some people were saying defeated. He took it. So I'd say, Buck Pierce, yes, there's some adversity. You rose to the occasion, taking it on yourself. And hopefully the rest of the team will see that ownership that he's taken on himself and say, I'm going to do better because Buck is taking it for me. Like right now, the way he's doing it, the finger points to him. The buck stops with him. No pun intended.
Yeah, a lot of
we've never had that pun intended. We got Buck Nasty. The buck stops here. Buck Nation.
Good.
Can I swear?
Good.
Yes, you can, Blake. Because they won't let me, so you might as well.
What? We can't hold you back, Greg.
So predictions for this week's games, guys.
Well,
Who wins?
I want to see. I want to see Daniel's question.
Daniel says, "Do we win in Hamilton?"
No.
Okay, we know
if
what.
The defense doesn't change. No, we don't.
Come on, they have 2 weeks to plan for this. I suspect they're going to have some wrinkles. I would have liked to see it in game.
Blake.
Okay, Blake finally let it out.
That was also due to a BS call, Blake. But again, Buck says we got to take it. A flag's a flag. But that call's pivotal. 3 downs, 3 shots from the 1 to kill the clock. Boy, anyway.
Yeah. Captain Buttershirt says the family will come and say hello. Okay, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's putting in a plug for us. Don't forget to like, share, and sub. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought he was going to bring us a sandwich. Dang it! Share a sub. That's what I saw, man.
Okay, Blake says, I have to believe we'll win. So he's forcing himself to believe that.
I don't know. Every time we can like tie up the season series, we lose the second one.
Yeah, and this is crossover season series, perhaps, right?
Well, I don't think Hamilton's going to be the team we're chasing for the crossover.
No, but we need some more wins in our.
We definitely need wins
in our win column, or else. So I'm gonna say with the bye, with a chance to rest, and hopefully Buck is working the DC over, and say we gotta make
Working
changes.
them over.
So
You mean working with him?
okay, working with. All right. Oh, he could work him over too. He could. But I'm gonna say it'll be a Lions win. I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I think it'll be close though. 33-30.
Oh, we're not going to make that prediction. We'll make that next week.
What?
Wait, there's a bye, anyways. There's
Okay.
a bye.
All right. Okay.
So we want to see who's injured. We'll make a more informed decision after Hamilton
Okay.
plays in Edmonton.
All right.
Let's see what kind of bumps and bruises they may pick up,
Ooh, Blake,
and let's
we're
see
gonna
how the Lions heal up. Right. I think
right.
hopefully the break and the reset will help the Lions.
Yeah, we're gonna get an
Yeah.
injury report that Benavides was injured because Buck worked him over, like Roland said.
You guys, tough
That's
crowd,
all right.
man. Tough crowd.
he can still call into plays.
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
Okay,
All right.
so we got next week. We got a show on We're back on our regular time slot on Sunday, right?
Yes. August 7th viewing party. Okay,
And
2
we
weeks from
invited
now.
him to the last one. He never
We
came.
did. We did.
No,
Is
is there a
coming?
lion? Is there a Lions viewing party or just private
No,
viewing?
Blake
party?
wants to be invited to our viewing party because he was feeling hurt. He never got invited last
Yeah.
time.
Well, we invited him, but he wasn't able to make it last time. So we'll see.
Okay, well, he's asking this time.
I know. All right. So we'll reach out to you, Blake, and we'll see if we can arrange something.
That's Hamilton versus Edmonton, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He was working.
You're
So,
always working, Blake.
Yeah. The defensive coaches need to change something. Hopefully, they have the extra time to figure this out. That's what I'm hoping to.
After he
So-
gets worked over. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's all.
guys.
Yeah. Next game. The next the away game at Hamilton. So we'll reach out to you, Blake, and we'll see if we can do something.
Yeah, when are they back? Because I was just talking to one of the guys. When are they back?
All right. So it's 9:42. I guess we'll call it a night. Thanks, guys, for hanging with us and for talking. Who was it said that he still feels upset? Someone said earlier. Oh yeah, here it is. Hasralai says, "I'm still pissed off though."
Yeah,
I think we are
attaboy.
too. But
That means you're a fan. Because if you don't care, you're not upset.
Don't worry. Seahawks season starting soon.
Okay, that's it. This brother, let's just shut this brother down, man.
Oh, it's
I'm
good. I
kicking
mean,
you
you
out.
got-
Go have a beer with Luke Wilson. Go. Just be gone. Go.
I'm not saying it's better. I didn't say it was better. It's just
Luke
just an
Wilson.
alternative. Alternative football is coming up. This team doesn't. They don't have it. They don't have it. They didn't have it last year. They don't have it this year.
Neither did the Hawks. But anyway, I'm not going there.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying that the Hawks have it, right? I'm just saying that's another team to watch. But this, let's just be honest. Call a spade a spade. They don't have it this year. They don't
But
have it.
everybody thought Buck would give it to them.
No,
this year.
I didn't think so. I mean, just no. I mean, it would give an attitude. I thought it would take a couple of years to change. He's a rookie head coach. It would take some time.
Oh, Blake.
Blake, NFL, you just need a good running back and
Yeah.
a kick-ass defense.
Which
You can
the
win
Seahawks
a lot of
do
games.
not have.
Great.
Kick-ass D?
Great. Check it out. Check it out.
all right.
Not until
Let's-
CFL
check it
season's
out.
over.
Let's
Check it out.
let's wrap this up. Okay, guys. It was again. It was great chatting. Thanks. Have a good evening and a good week. We have a bye week this week, but we'll have a show on Sunday, and then we'll see if let's arrange a viewing party for the away Hamilton game.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. See you next week.
Go Lions. Rest
Bye-bye.
up.
Alliance.
And Seahawks.
Oh.